feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Did y'all see this video right here? So this has been Zino talking about, Eminem and like what he's gone through over the last couple of years with, historically him and Eminem got into a whole beef, and it altered really his career entirely, but like it was definitely something to be discussed about even Eminem's career. And years later, where now his daughter Coyle Ray, and if you don't know, Coyle Ray is Benzino's daughter, is popping off. He was doing a Drink Champs interview, and by the way, Benzino, he was one of the guys that ran one of the historic hip hop magazines. Which, what was that? I forgot what magazine it was. Anyway, he's doing an interview now, and this is what happened.
I guess Eminem can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want. For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The f you want me to do? Come on, man. I love my daughter. I raised my daughter like any other street. We gotta be out there and get money for our kids. We can't raise our kids like Cliff Huxtable. Black people gotta realize, and white people gotta realize, we didn't get y'all. We want to make it right. I don't like this. My daughter came into the industry figuring that, hey, I gotta be cool with Eminem because everybody's against my dad. You think this is cool? No.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, this is Drink Champs. We find out what type of drunk he is. Hey, let me tell you this, man. One in the chat, or Spam Scorpion in the chat. When you kind of get really buzzed, you hit up an ex. You kind of get really drunk, you start telling your homies like about shit. Like you start really expressing your feelings. Like that's the type of drunk. Like there's few type of drunks. You got the aggressive drunk, they always trying to fight. You got the thotty drunk, they always trying to fuck. Then you have the drunk who is like, they get emotional and sentimental, and then they start thinking about they almost feel like guilty about shit, and they want to be honest and give it up in a sense, and that's one type of drunk. Then you have the drunk that just goes to sleep, and then you have the drunk that, to be honest, they're just always, every time they're drunk, they're blacked out. Those are, I think, all the drunks. That's 5 drunks right there. What drunk are you? You feel me? I'm the guy who usually just goes to sleep, right? Like the more I drink, the more my body just says, all right, it's time to sleep, my nigga, get out of here. Unfortunately, a lot of women fall under the title of the more they drink, they seem to be more sexually active, right? Which is like the horny drunk. But then you have usually everybody knows that one homeboy. Every time y'all drink, he always want to fight, right? Yeah, the angry drunk is the one that fights. The angry drunk, and by the way, I mean, there's derivations of that because you got the angry drunk that fights, but you also have the angry drunk that don't fight, but he argues all night. He want to argue about everything. He want to argue about shit that y'all have argued about before and solved. Somebody said they're a Marvin's Room type of drunk.
Oh, man. We're failing as a people. I got love for Shade Room and all these other podcasts, but we're great. We're amazing people. We are the blueprint. Why do we continue to disrespect each other? Why do we continue to disrespect each other and kill each other? All my young man, there's no reason to be shooting another young as somebody's kid. There's no leadership no more. I love Minister Farrakhan, but there's no leadership. There's no reason for you young to keep killing each other no anymore. We're in a system where these white people want us to fail. Not all, but some. Stop killing each other. Stop criticizing each other.
All right, Zino, listen, I gotta keep doing this, man, because you more than this.
And then against Eminem that can rap.
Okay, so let's actually put some logic to it. Yo, Benzino, the beef with you and Eminem is one-sided. Eminem don't give two fucks about you, whether you're living, breathing, talking, nothing, okay? Let's get that out of the mix. What we do, and I think we all could appreciate about you and also discuss about you, is that you have a daughter that's actually thriving, and we're going to say, she's a relevant hip-hop star. Here's the thing. I think you're going through issues that you probably created over time. Your relationship with your daughter that she's spoken about, your demeanor in hip hop, how you probably even treated women themselves, and also how people view you in terms of your peers. You're seeing it all manifest because your daughter's in this game. And you even said to yourself, your daughter feels like she got to be cool with Eminem because you hated Eminem, and because you hated Eminem, it prevented a lot of opportunities for you. I salute people like Benzino because I think his entire life is hip hop, which means the ups and the downs, the goods and the bad, it's all a part of the hip hop story. But with all that being said, what I would say to him is that, you got to fix those problems within house before you come to get emotional on Drink Champs. Like, put it like this. You know how many people hate me? Now, could I sit here and be like, I've never cried on camera? No, hell no. But what the people who hate you the most want to see is they want to see you on bended knees. They want to see you broken. They want to see you at your lowest. And there's nothing wrong with being emotional. I actually respect it when a man could be emotional under certain pretext and context. But I have to say to Benzino, I think the problems you have are not hip-hop problems. They're problems that are family problems. Eminem is not talking about you now. Eminem doesn't have a beef with you now. Most of these things are the reflection of your daughter being a star. Most of these things are your daughter reacting to you a different type of way, or your daughter reacting to the industry. So you need to fix your family problems first and foremost. It's like Eminem don't got no beef with you, my guy. And I know you might be like, well, Eminem, blah, blah, blah. The bigger issue is now you and these situations, or these family situations that where people feel like, your daughter isn't on the same, like they've turned that into drama. Fix your family issues, if you ask me. But I don't think Eminem is someone who's a threat of Benzino at this point. And I could be wrong, but I don't see it. Okay? He has a daughter who's successful, and everybody, I don't have kids, but everybody want to be the Superman for their kids. Everybody want to be the role model, this and third. And I could imagine he's going through it because his daughter probably looks at him as, well, you're the guy that's not liked in hip hop, and I want to be liked. So you're the guy who I want to look up to my father, but people don't like you. You're not people look at you a certain way, so now I got to move a little different. So I kind of understand that, and I pray for Benzino because watching him cry here, and I don't think Drink Champs took advantage of him. No, bro, you got drunk, and you in your feelings. It is what it is. That's not Drink Champs taking advantage of you. No, not at all. Not at all. Give me 1 second. Wait, what the fuck? All right. Give me 1 second.